Everyone, welcome back to BKNY Hoops. If you're new to the channel, I am your host as always, Rashid White. All right, we're gonna get into it, man. So we've seen the Brooklyn Nets actually lost their first two games, and the first thing I'm actually hearing, I listened to this show, the Locked On Nets podcast, and they're saying like, "Oh, well, the Nic Claxton and Ben Simmons experiment may not, for the most part, may not work." Well, we don't know yet because we haven't had a large enough sample size yet. Now, the Brooklyn Nets only lost to Cleveland by 1 point. I mean, they really, really gave that game away, man. They had that game. And when you have a player like Cam Thomas in the lineup right there, I mean, that's actually just going to happen, man. I mean, they just, young players are going to lose you games like that. I mean, in the game situations, we've seen it in yesterday's game with the Dallas Mavericks. So let's get back to these two over here. So the idea about, I wouldn't worry about it mainly until, let's say, the playoffs. Now, they should be able to actually protect the rim, get steals, and get on fast breaks enough before, let's say, the Dallas Mavericks or any other team's defense pretty much gets set. Now, when you get deeper in the playoffs, I mean, and teams are going to be better at taking care of the basketball. But like this early in the season, you see the amount of turnovers that are actually happening. Like I said, you have the first 20 to 25 games is like an extension of training camp, pretty much. So there's going to be a lot of turnovers. And let's be honest, if Mikal Bridges actually hits a lot of the shots that he's been taking, and he's been off, man, he's been bad. And not just that, not that he's horrible, but I mean, the shots that he was making last year, he's actually not making. And I'm going to do a separate video for Ben Simmons too, because, he's not actually voided of this too. I mean, he's got to score more, especially like in yesterday's game, man. I mean, you got Kyrie Irving, you got Luka Doncic there, man. These are two horrible defenders. I mean, there's no reason why we don't actually win this game. I've seen Ben Simmons, Kyrie Irving guarding Ben, and it's like, his eyes should light up and everything. Now, I get it. Listen, I get it with Ben Simmons. Now, he's a point guard. So the definition of a point guard is to actually get your teammates involved first and then look for your second. But first of all, I might as well get into it now. I was going to do a separate video on this. But if you want Ben Simmons to score more, I mean, he cannot, you can't have him bring the ball up, because as soon as he brings the ball up, everybody knows what Ben can do. He's explosive, he's quick. They want to get the ball out of his hands. So you got to actually have another player, like let's say Spencer Dinwiddie, and you have Dennis Smith Jr. actually bring the ball up, and then it would give Ben Simmons more time to actually operate, like on the shot clock. So if he brings the ball up 24, and by the time he brings the ball up to the half court line, it's about 19 to 20 something seconds. He wants to try to get out there and score. They got to get the ball out of his hands. The ball got to make its way back to him. And then, you're talking about maybe 10 seconds on the shot clock to actually work with. Now, he's not a really superior offensive player like that, but I mean, in this game, Luka Doncic, man, first of all, Luka actually has to carry the team. So, I mean, anybody go out there and play basketball, you guys should go get you a team that, you can go pick a team, man. Just go right to the park, go analyze players, and then you say, okay, I'm going to pick the worst players or like the mediocre players, and then you're a good player, and they actually have to go out there and carry that team. So sometimes your best defense is actually going out there and scoring. So Luka Doncic should be targeted, and Ben Simmons should be able to actually do that. So just he's a better game. Just a little too passive, man. He needs to actually. It's 2 games. Like I said, I'm not gonna really roast Ben until 15 games in, 15, 20 games in, I'm going to start roasting Ben if I don't see no, because he had back-to-back 35-something point games, and he had, a 42-point game when he was, and that was all on Rudy Gobert, damn near, guarding the paint. So you got like a little player like Kyrie. I mean, there's no reason why we shouldn't win this game. Pretty much we actually beat ourselves. So, now, if it does not work, let's say for whatever weird reason that this Ben Simmons and Nic Claxton combination doesn't work. Well, somebody actually has to go to the bench. It can't be Ben Simmons, all right? It can't. I mean, just Ben Simmons is a 3-time All-Star and just a much more superior offensive player, than Nic Claxton right there. All right, so Nic Claxton, I mean, listen, he's really, you know, I mean, I don't even know what to say about Nic Claxton. I mean, his skill, like his thing, that what really got him into the NBA is being able to actually guard. And but when it comes to offense, it's a little shaky. It's a little shaky. It's a little shaky. We seen it last year, and it's just like, let's say if he can't score, he actually has to learn how to pass out of like defenses. I mean, when they start, because they ain't gonna just let him go to the rim at will. They're gonna send an extra man out, and he needs to actually make those passes. Where Ben Simmons can actually really make those passes to corner shooters, and I mean that's just like automatic with him. So but Nic Claxton is like, he gets the ball, he's trying to score. Like to say they unleash him and take the keys off, of Nick. So you want to have like that combination of, like, say, the mindset to score, but then the pass. But again, like I said, it's really, really early. I'm not going to overreact. I'm not going to panic. We should be up 2-0. I mean, we had like just two beatable teams right there, man. I mean, the Brooklyn Nets, in terms of the roster, is actually way better than the Dallas Mavericks. In terms of like Kyrie Irving. Yes, he's not the same player. He can't even finish like he used to. But let's get into Jock Vaughn over here, man. We gotta, first of all, what is the actual roster, the final roster? Let me look this up real quick here, man. Because you didn't play Day'Ron Sharpe. That's actually good, because his lateral quickness is not there. But what's going on with Harry Giles, I think Giles, Giles, and Trenton Watford. What's up with this over here, man? Let's see. What's up with this? Because this is crazy, man. Like I said, it was. I'm not gonna panic just yet. I'm not gonna say, like I said, they should be up 2-0 in these games. Everybody's focusing on Ben Simmons, but really, Ben, yes, can be more aggressive, but if Mikal actually hits a lot of these shots, if he's getting back to that 26 something points per game, we're not even having this conversation over here, really, honestly. So let's just chill out. Let's look at the whole picture, and let's see. Let's look at the whole picture, and basically let Mikal get settled, and maybe. But Cam has actually been taking a lot of shots, so that's one of the things. There's only one basketball. There's only one basketball. Well, Cam Thomas, I'm sorry, has been taking a lot of shots, and that's going to be a dicey situation right there, man. Because, do you start Cam Johnson now? I made a video about this, and Cam Thomas is actually playing much, much better, attacking the closeouts rather than that possession against Mobley in the Cleveland series, where he just let the defender actually gets locked onto him and takes a really, really bad shot. So, all right, let me know what you guys actually think in the comment section right there. Definitely like, comment, subscribe. Certainly share this video, and when you share, the universe certainly shares back with you. Peace.